QR codes and apps on your cell phone surely were not a thing yet when Central New York saw what many have called the storm of the century.
As we said off the top of the show, today marks 30 years since the blizzard of '93. News Channel 9's Adrian Smith is live outside of our studio this morning. Of course, we have some snow coming tonight. Not nearly what we saw 30 years ago, right, Adrian?
Yeah, Ryan, that's right. Right now I'm outside and the flakes are flying, but there's only about a few flying right now. And this storm that we're expecting this week, definitely not going to hold a candle to the blizzard of '93. I took a deep dive into the News Channel 9 archives this morning to take you back to what this blizzard did to central New York. It buried central New York in tons of snow, and it was March 13th and 14th of '93. The region saw snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour, more than 35 inches falling in 24 hours. The blizzard of '93 swept from the deep south all the way up the entire East Coast. That storm dumping a total of 42 inches in Syracuse. The roads were so covered at one point, the crews had to stop plowing, schools were closed, flights were canceling by the minute. And up on the Syracuse University Hill, what used to be the Carrier Dome roof had to be deflated. The blizzard of '93 wasn't only causing chaos with snow, the storm's high winds had a devastating impact. An estimated 15 tornadoes struck Florida, and more than 270 people unfortunately died in 13 different states because of this storm.
As we said, Governor Cuomo's state of emergency declared at mid-afternoon yesterday continues statewide as that so-called storm of the century plummeted the state with heavy snow and high winds from east to west. Those conditions were seen again this morning here along Route 481, drifting snow and high winds creating near zero visibility as Sunday dawned.
Some found themselves digging tunnels just to get to their front doors.
Tons of it. I haven't seen it like this in years.
I need all of that energy this morning. That's fantastic. But before I send it back to Nicole and Ryan, I want to share with all of the News Channel 9 viewers out there, Ryan Dean, little Ryan Dean, reaping all of the benefits of the 1993 blizzard. And if you have any awesome throwbacks, if you were the king or the queen of the snow pile like Ryan, we would love to see them. We have a post on our Facebook page, the News Channel 9 Facebook page, so feel free to comment your photos and memories from that historic storm.
The one photo there that you can see my face. The other ones I was bundled up with a scarf. I was like looking, I'm trying to think, is that my brother? Is that my friend? Is that me in the snowbank?
Did you have to get pulled out of a snowbank too?
Yeah, I remember actually going up to the bedroom window on like a very short rooftop and jumping into the snowbank, and my dad would be there to pluck me and my brother out.
Wow, what a time.
It was fun. Yeah, so make sure you share your photos. That would be wonderful. We'd like to see that on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we do love seeing those. Well, the St. Patrick Parade went off without a hitch this weekend. That was not the case, though, in '93. The blizzard almost got the best of the annual celebration.
That's right. 30 years ago, the parade fell on the weekend after the storm. City streets and sidewalks were still covered in snow, and many were wondering if the parade could go on at all. On the blizzard's 20th anniversary, News Channel 9's Tim Fox shared what it was like on parade day in '93.
Nancy Duffy, who is our colleague here at Channel 9 and was the founder of the parade, never for a minute thought that there would not be a parade. There had never been a parade canceled before that, and there was no way this one was going to be canceled. The DPW plows leading the line of march down Salina Street with the horns blaring and everybody on the sidelines cheering and waving and clapping. It was great after such a long week.
For more video of the blizzard of '93, make sure you tune in tonight for News Channel 9 at 5:30.